Hi, lovelies. Hi, lovelies. Hi, you guys. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I really fucking do. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator. Guys, I like to get witchy and I like to get weird. Pretty much I love to talk about anything strange and unusual. I'm a huge astrology fan, tarot cards, talking to spirit, all the fucking strange woo woo shit. I'm absolutely fucking here for it. So if you guys are into that shit too, please follow along. This is the free weekly reading. This is where I pull 3 piles of cards. But first I talk in a little something I lovingly refer to as astrofuckery. Also too, disclaimer, I'm gonna cuss so much. I'm not even gonna realize how much I'm cussing. So if you're very sensitive to cussing, I don't think it's gonna work out for you tonight. I'm literally gonna make your ears bleed. Alright? If you don't care about cussing though, please fucking follow along. I just want to give you guys a heads up. So if it ain't for you, move along, little doggy. Alright, for those of you still remaining, you guys, how was that new moon this weekend? I thought it wasn't so bad. I thought it was kind of great for Father's Day. Just we were putting around, having a good time with Chris. And for those of you that are new here, that's my husband and our son Leo, who's 4. And we were just putting around, having a good time. The boys are super into Legos, so we went and got them, some of the Legos that they wanted to get, and just kind of spent the day building stuff, eating good food, and just having a good time together. So I hope you guys were able to get out this weekend, be with your people, like I suggested last week, have a good time, just really relax. We chose to stay at home besides going to the store and grabbing our stuff, but it was good. I didn't want to be with other people. I just wanted to be chill this weekend. I've been feeling like I need a break, or with the summertime coming up, man, I'm just ready to get to the beach and live my best life. You know what I mean? So yeah, how was it for you guys? Did you guys have a nice relaxing weekend? Was it full of love? Was it good? Were you guys able to get out and talk with your people and be around them? Were you able to find that piece of information that you were looking for? Did you find some kind of clarity by thinking and going bigger within your own thoughts? Did something beautiful kind of hit you out of left field mentally, where it's all of a sudden this beautiful thought floated in and it was oh shit, kind of changed your perspective or point of view on things? Question mark. Let me know in the comments below, how the fuck was it for you? So just kind of taking stock this week, what happened over the weekend. Are things are also coming to culmination this week, showing us new stuff. And guys, as the moon is starting to show back up again, maybe and we'll get to that in just a second, maybe by midweek we can start doing our manifestation work. But for right now, just continue to kind of absorb what the fuck happened, what went on. Did I feel good? Or was it something rough that I needed to sit down and really fucking look at and tease through to get the realistic understanding of what the fuck actually went down? So don't be afraid of what the fuck you find. And especially whatever the hell comes up this week. Just remember, information is power. Information is power. So in what way can this information that's coming into me actually empower me? Or how can I use this information in a way that actually helps me move forward? Not get stuck kind of feel. Do you know what I mean? So look for ways in which you can work with the information or work with whatever we've learned here and really help yourself. All right. So what else do we need to do? How else can we best take care of ourselves? Maybe what other information do we need to find? Or is there a talk or a conversation that we got to have with important people? Question mark. All right, second thing I want to talk about is the Summer Solstice, y'all. It's coming up on the 21st. That also means we're about to go into Cancer season. So I want to say actually the solstice kind of feels like a better manifestation time this week. I just think it'd be a really good time because again, this is the beginning of summer. It's the longest day of the year if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, at this point, and it's celebration of all things coming to light, or all things being full of life, or the world, at least right now, is full of, green and flowers and everything's woken up, and it's the height of heat and happiness for a lot of people, not everybody. But for those that really enjoy the summertime, this is when the sun is at its brightest, or it's that longest day of the year, and it feels good. It feels good to be outside and be in the sun and just, I think for all of us too that have seasonal affective disorder, it's soak me up. I'm just gonna dive into the sun and get all the vitamin D I need. So, which just honestly just makes you feel better. So if we can this week, get outside, enjoy that. Maybe celebrate the beginning of summer here, maybe with fire, like a bonfire, or maybe lighting a candle and speaking your intentions, into the flame, calling on spirit to be with you. Just make sure anytime we do manifestation work, and this is just for manifestation work, but focus on what you do want here, not your fears and worries, okay? So make sure that we're going towards, we're calling on people that maybe, you know, in spirit, maybe our ancestors or somebody else that can actually help us, you know, with the very thing that we're asking for. So like, I don't know, maybe you need help with finances. Don't be afraid to call on your grandma. That was the one that ran the fucking household and the finances. And she could squeeze a booger out of Abe Lincoln's nose. Do you feel? Do you know what I mean? She knew how to pinch a penny is what I'm saying. So if you need help doing that, investing financially or saving money or helping yourself, call on the ancestor that you knew in the family was able to do that. And watch as your finances thrive and you start taking practical, realistic steps, way more guided towards what the fuck you need to do. Okay? So I just think that this week is kind of like, let's recoup, let's regather, reassemble, maybe, if you will, if we need to, just get our sea legs back. And just recognize that whatever, again, guys, like every single fucking week, whatever the fuck comes up, we can absolutely handle it. Don't be afraid of the things that are coming up for you. And if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. Or this would be a great week, again, to find those resources, find that information, hook up with other people, maybe even asking for help and support if you fucking need it. Don't be afraid to speak about those things. Because also, too, guys, with it moving into Cancer season, there's about to be a massive focus on our family and our loved ones. Maybe even, too, like Mama. Mama's going to be very important this season. Mama is very important to the sign of Cancer, whether they're a male or female or however you identify. The person with whom gave birth to you is the most important person, all right? Or there's a highlight, whether for good or bad, with Cancers here. So this season's probably going to have an emphasis on Mama, family, home, connection, getting with our people, loving on our people, who are our people, and like making sure that, you know, we hook up with them and we enjoy our time. And Cancer is a sign that loves to like make food and share food and comfort and like hugs and kisses and just all the fucking good stuff. You know, it's a water sign, so it's all emotions. And also too here with Cancer, just, you know, with those emotions always takes me to like, you know, the heart area, which usually is, you know, ruled by Leo. Cancer actually rules the breast. So still, we're working within the heart center and the chest space. So there might also be an emphasis on the breasts at this point. So this would be a great time to go get your mammogram, get your chest checked out. Just make sure anything having to do in the lungs area or the breasts, the chest, the heart, the lungs, go get it checked out this season, okay? Just make sure everything's going all right. Other than that, like, it just feels like it's going to be kind of a nice week, all right? So ease back in. Figure out what the fuck you learned. You know, take care of your shit. Because we got more shit coming. All right. Always. So if you find that you get a break this week, use that time, utilize it well, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Maybe a side emphasis on family and home, or making sure that, like, especially if we got a lot of things in front of us this week, maybe make sure that we take care of family and home first, and then the other things can come second. Okay. Reason, season, and time. And this season's for family. Welcome to the summertime. Fucking right. Also, happy Juneteenth, guys, to everyone that celebrates. Happy Juneteenth. So, fucking right. All right, you guys. I hope you guys are having a really good day today. And if you guys are ready, I'm done with astrofuckery. I'm done. So let's move on to the next screen, okay? So if you guys are into it, I'm going to pull 3 piles of cards, choose any and all that you're drawn towards, and I'll see you guys in just a sec. Shit. Card pile number 1. Hold on to your nips. All right. Here we fucking go. All right. Your first card is the 9 of Cups. Hold on. Your second card is the Knight of Cups. And then your final card, get this shit, you got the 10 of fucking Cups. What the fuck? What the fuck? Woo! Card pile number 1. God damn. Summer in the city. Good shit happening here. Listen, guys, these are some... People would give their left titty for these fucking cards, okay? I'm just saying, this is fucking gorgeous. Card pile number 1. Okay, so let's get into it. So, first of all, with the 9 of Cups, this is wish fulfillment. This is bliss, this is content, this is contentment, this is ease, this is... Yeah, a wish came true here. This is also the Make-A-Wish card. So are we making wishes around emotionally what's nourishing us right now? Are we listening to our emotions so that we can make these wishes and make these requests around what actually emotionally that we actually fucking want? Something that we actually fucking want. All right. But this is beautiful. This is overflowing of joy, happiness. It's just gorgeous any which way you look at this thing. It's also coming to the end of a cycle, so we're wrapping up a story here. And we can tell that we invested well here in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe what we chose to go with is really starting to pay off for us here in some way, shape. Too, okay. Also too, with the Nine of Cups, there's going to be a reference to the month of September around the 9th of a month. Somehow the number 9 is going to be playing in here too. Now with the Knight of Cups, this is a court card. This is usually somebody coming on the scene to fuck shit up or to be helpful. I find that, and at least with this fucking card spread, this guy is helpful, and wow, is he in love. All right, so with the Knight here, with the pages, the Knights, the Kings, the Queens, the Knight here traditionally talks about like a younger male showing up here, but look, the gender doesn't matter, okay? But again, traditionally it's a younger male showing up in the scene. This guy, the Knight of Cups, is chivalrous, he's heartfelt. Sometimes he's in love with love. That can be an issue here. But I want to say here with water, like it takes a long time. Water and earth take a very long time to make decisions, to make their way towards things. It takes a fucking minute. So I do want to say with this guy too, like even if there is a chance here that he's in love with love, his feelings for you are for reals. Okay. With the Knight of Cups here, and also, too, he's facing towards the right, which is talking about the past. Either this is somebody coming back up from the past, this is somebody that we already know, or this is somebody that we've been with for a hot fucking minute, okay? Now, with the 10, or also, too, if it's the energy that we got to take on, we need to be heartfelt in something that we're going towards this week. And maybe it's something from the past, or we need to follow our heart here to the past to either get something, initiate something, grab something here, and bring it to the present moment. And then finally, I'll take 10 of fucking cups. Just, this is gorgeous again. Again, it's wish fulfillment, contentment, ease, bliss. You literally got everything. Like, you're happier than a fucking tick on a tampon. All right? For real, though. This is gorgeous. You got everything you need. You got everything. Where else do you need to go? You got it all. Everything's at your fingertips. You've got the joy, you've got the connection, you've got the deep emotional true love connections here. Everything that you went for is coming to fruition, and you couldn't be happier. There might even be a feeling here with this energy that, like, sometimes I stop and I take stock of what's happening and I cry because I'm so happy. Like, joy tears, okay? Where it's like, is this fucking real? Is this my goddamn life? So, look, okay. Also, too, that's why I'm like, holy shit, you guys. Also, too, here, there's a reference to the number 10. So I'm looking towards the month of October or around the 10th of a month for these themes to come to a full combination. Somehow the number 10 is going to be connected here. Now, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, you couldn't get a bigger yes sign. You couldn't get a bigger yes sign. You couldn't get a bigger fucking yes sign, especially around trusting your intuition with all of this water, trusting your emotions intuitively where you're being brought here this week. Yes, around anything that calls to your heart and your soul and speaks to you in a way that, like, you feel like you're coming home. Okay. Whew. Make a fucking wish. Yes. All right. If this is around love and relationships, I mean, I feel like this kind of speaks for itself, y'all. Like, somebody's, okay, this could be a couple different ways, but somebody here has got big fucking feelings. And with the Knight of Cups, maybe this took a while for this person to come to that conclusion or to understand. Maybe we had to go through some shit here to just, because listen, cups too, again, they take a while, but like they go through a lot of emotional turmoil till they finally reach a space where they learn how to like ride the waves and start to understand their own emotions and their own feelings. So when we're getting to the end of this, even though the Knight of Cups would indicate somebody your age or younger, or maybe a more emotionally immature person, with these 9 and 10s, this person's literally working on it. Or maybe because some of the work that they've done here, they're starting to realize some of their feelings, some things are coming up, and it's like, this is overwhelming, but like in a beautiful way, okay? So around 11 relationships this week, somebody's got big fucking feelings. And with the Knight here, it might be a male, okay, that we're involved with here. Again, he might be younger than us, or he just might be less emotionally mature than we are, but this man's fucking trying. Do you fucking hear me? He's fucking trying, okay? I do feel like emotionally he's tuning in. He's trying to listen to himself with him facing towards the past. This is just, I'm so excited for you guys, card pile number. This is so fucking beautiful. And I feel like this has been a long time coming. Okay. So this just feels good. I'm sorry I'm super excited. I know I'm talking really fast. I'm just like, fuck yeah. I'm so happy for you guys. So again, he's going through the past. He's dealing with this shit. And he's facing himself emotionally, maybe around the ways that he handled things or he did stuff. He realizes now that maybe, I was immature, I was stupid. There might be an offer, because usually with the Knights here, there's an offer coming up. There might be an offer. He might be bringing his heart forward, his feelings forward, offering the way that he feels in order to also maybe help or mend a situation, especially if we've got like no contact, or maybe there was a point of separation. Maybe we are separated. Maybe we've been thinking about what the fuck to do with our relationship. I feel like this person is very much invested in the love aspect part of this, and they're trying to do their fucking work to show up for this, okay? Fucking gorgeous. Also, too, we might see that come to a full combination around the 9th or 10th of a month, or we might be looking towards September, October, for these themes to really pop the fuck off, okay? So again, there's an element of time and patience with this still, all right? All right, but still, this is beautiful, the way things are starting to fucking turn, all right? Especially around love and relationships. This is around any other type of, like, relationship. This might just be, like, an offer, maybe from, and it doesn't have to be a male or just... Doesn't matter about the gender is what I'm saying. This might be an offer coming in this week from maybe like a family member or somebody really important. Or maybe this is, for some of you with the Knight here, this could be one of your kids coming forward saying that, that they love you, that they appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you did for me, or thank you for showing up for me, supporting me. I love you. I love you. I love you. This is gorgeous. All right. Maybe this is around like family or friends here again. If there was any kind of issue, somebody's coming back around with an apology or they're wanting to heal here. They fucking love you. If somebody tells you that they're in love with you or they love you this week, I would be, card pile number 1, I would very much listen to them. I don't think this is bullshit. All right. I don't think this is bullshit. I think this is for realsy reals, and it should make your booty quiver just a little bit. All right. Somebody's got big feels. But it's beautiful. God, it's beautiful. Look, I know this is a side note. I usually say this in here. Thank God this isn't for children. Or I hope to God no kids are watching this. But card pile number 1, if we were looking for like the fun stuff, okay? Like sexually, this is like orgasms out the fucking window. You might just literally like slide the fuck up out of your house. It's good shit, okay? So it's like a lot of emotions, it's water. I mean, you get the jam. Like, this is, look, if somebody, there might be a possibility here too this week, somebody brings you an offer, talks to you about the way that they feel, and then it culminates in something really fucking awesome, okay? Or just like emotions and then the physical connection here. It's going to be shamazing. If you're wondering if you've got chemistry with another person, or there's good chemistry between you guys, this is a beautiful indicator too, okay? Whew. All right. For career and work, I couldn't get any better, y'all. What the fuck? So this can either talk about a couple things here. This can either talk about somebody new showing up in the scene here, a younger male or female showing up here, coming with an offer towards your business. I would take this very seriously. I think there's something real and beautiful happening here, or there might be like an emotional maybe offer here to you this week at your work from a younger person, or maybe just emotionally they're a little bit less mature, but they're really trying here to like show with their actions, or like, show with their fucking actions. Okay. I would absolutely believe them. I think that it's real. I think that they're trying, and I think that it's true the way that they fucking feel. Okay. Now, the other way that this can talk about is not only just somebody coming into the scene. I would absolutely work with them. I would absolutely trust them, okay? I feel like this is a great indicator. But if this is the other way around, this is the energy that you got to take on. You might be bringing an offer to somebody else this week. You might be offering a position to someone. And it just feels like it's the right fucking match. We've been waiting for this person to come the fuck along. They're the perfect addition to what the fuck we're doing. I'm starting to get the chills on that one, especially around career and work here. I just like anything that we're going towards this week. May it be a pull towards, or there's a massive yes around a wish fulfillment around something that, we've been starting, that we've been getting on here. Because again, with the Knight of Cups, we're just beginning this. But with the 9s and 10s, it's weird because it's like, the Knight says we're just initiating this, we're starting this, it's still kind of newish energy, but the 9s and 10s are talking about closing a chapter. So there might be a positive closing of a chapter, and maybe somebody says yes to a project or something that we've done, and there might be an offer coming in around that for something more going forward. Okay? So like in a weird way, do you see what I'm saying? Like a clutch. why can't I talk? A chapter is closing and a brand new one is about to begin. Okay, all right. This feels really fucking good to me though too. And again, it's a wish fulfillment. This is around something we really fucking wanted and it's actually coming true. What the fuck? Around our health, honestly, I feel like we're doing good right now. We might have a chance to help somebody else this week with the Knight of Cups here. Maybe this is a kid. Maybe this is our child. Maybe this is just somebody younger coming along here. Maybe it's a sister, brother, best friend, whatever the fuck this person is. We might actually be able to help them with their health stuff too. There might even be a connection this week in like talking to a sibling or talking to like a younger person here where we're connecting in a way and we're starting to like become closer as people. That should have been under relationships too. Sorry guys. Sometimes the messages will float in a couple minutes later. We're in a different category, but this just feels like we're getting closer. This is real. This is real truth. This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. Maybe even too around health here, how love is literally healing us. Making us feel younger again. Oh, guys, this makes me want to cry. It's just so good. It's just so good. The energy here feels so fucking incredible. Okay. So health-wise, I feel like we're doing good. Don't be afraid of your emotions and what we're feeling here. It would be really beneficial also, too, if we needed to get to a good therapist, talk about our feelings, really express ourselves, and find how incredibly beneficial and healing and cleansing and cathartic it is for you. Please, whatever the fuck you do this week, card pile number 1, motherfucking trust your intuition and speak on your emotions and the way that you feel. You have no idea how you're about to change somebody's life or how somebody's about to change your fucking life. For the better. For the better. Guys, for anything else this week, motherfucking trust yourself. Fucking listen to your intuition. And around anything here that's important to you or that you love or that you can't stop thinking about or you keep referencing and going back to, like, we need to sit down and face this. We've got real feelings here, okay? So trust where your heart's guiding you. It's not leading you in any bad direction here, other towards your literal heart's true desire. The real question is, are you ready to say yes to that? Man, I really hope you do. Get it, card pile number 1. You got this. Hey-oh, card pile number 2. Here's your beautiful cards. Your first one's the 5 of Cups. You're like, Sarah, you're already lying right off the bat. I know. Let's get to it. Second one is the 7 of Swords. I know. We'll get to it. Just hold on. And then finally, you got a major arcana card talking about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. You got the Hermit. All right. For those of you that didn't already exit out of this, or pick another pile, let's get into it. All right. So card pile number 2. First of all, the 5 of Cups. Listen, this is farting. This is fighting. This is quarreling. This is bullshit and fuckery. And unfortunately, with the 5 of Cups, I gotta tell you, some of this is, maybe most of it is self-inflicted. My sweet, sweet little mourning dove. Okay. We got to deal with this. All right. And interesting, I pulled up the mourning dove because a lot of times with the 5 of Cups, the reasons why we're fighting with people, quarreling, fucking around, farting, is because we've got grief rolling in the background. And so we might be missing somebody. Maybe we physically lost someone here. Maybe through, issues and problems, or maybe through actual death and passing. But we've got some grief here that we're holding on to, and we're not handling it well. Okay. So we got to look at the ways in which we are interacting with other people, how we're facing ourselves, dealing with our grief, processing it, maybe even like letting it go. And this is, with the Cups here, this is taking a while. So maybe we've been hurting for a while now, or there's some kind of grief in the background that like we've been putting off for a hot minute. And again, it's starting to, it's almost like starting to inform the way that we handle things. We're keeping people at an arm's length, and that means we're fucking our shit up. Also, too, with the number 5 here, there's a reference back to the month of May. The number 5 plays in here somehow, 5 days, 5 weeks, maybe the 5th of the month. Pay attention to the number 5. 7 of Swords. This is swords. This is our mental space. Where are we mentally? It's a call to be here and present in the moment. Also, with the 7 of Swords, this is not a great card. This is usually having to do with like affairs, deception, sneaky, underhanded shit. Somebody being an emotional coward and running away from the way that they feel. Oh boy. With the 7 of Swords here, this is just somebody thinking that they're going to get away with it. And it's like, if you notice, the person in the card has got a huge fucking chest on their back. All those swords, and they're trying to climb up that fucking hill. Like, if you think you're being slick, it ain't going to work out slick. So, Hey, you're not slick. And so a lot of times too, when the Seven of Swords comes up, like if we're doing stuff sneaky, underhanded in the shadows, like it's going to come up, it's going to be found out. And so this is just a really difficult card. Now on the positive end, the way that this could positively show up with the Seven of Swords is it could really talk about like us having to take a risk, because this is also the card of risks. So, but like having to take a risk on something that we know is important to us, or that maybe we know people around us aren't going to support it, or they don't see our vision, or maybe we got to keep this thing quiet so other people around us don't take it. Like that's when we get sneaky, and that's when we get the fuck away, and or we work on this thing in private and quiet until we're ready to launch this thing. Okay. Also too, with the number 7, there's going to be a reference to the month of July, or I'm looking around the 7th of a month. Yeah, look to how the number 7 plays out here. And then finally, guys, we got the Hermit. The Hermit's a major arcana card. We're at a major crossroads. The Hermit also talks about, like, this is a dark night of the soul. We've been going 0 dark 30, okay? Or we feel very, very alone right now. And so there's this feeling that we're very isolated and we're just going on this really dark, fucking heavy-ass fucking journey all by our itty-bitties. And it can be really fucking hard sometimes. But if you notice in the card, he's carrying a little lantern. And so there is some kind of light leading the way. There's something here that's rolling around in the background while you're going through this difficult time. That's also kind of lighting the way, or there's some kind of hope here. What is that hope? Are you brave enough? Are you emotionally brave enough to face what that is? Okay. All right, so before I start getting too rude, let's get into it. This was a yes or no this week. I would say that this is a yes to staying the fuck by yourself and dealing with and facing your shit. But this would be a no if you got to share information, or you got to trust somebody, or you feel like you can go out into a large group of people. I would say that's a no this week, okay, for the most part. Now, if we were looking around love and relationships, blue doggies, listen, somebody here, with the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Swords, there could have been some kind of bullshit and fuckery. Somebody here could have cheated on you, and maybe you found out, and like we're grieving it right now, and it just feels like we have been left out by ourselves with the Hermit. We were always alone. We were never a part of a couple. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like the energy, the feeling of it. And so maybe somebody here cheated, or it came to light, or they lied about something, and we're just grieving the fucking loss. But also too, maybe there was a lot of fighting, and there was a lot of conflict within the relationship. And so whenever this came up, it was not maybe so much as a shocker as it was like, why didn't we just talk about this and deal with this? But listen to me, this other person is an emotional coward. I don't know how else to explain that, okay? And so if this is about another person and like somebody did this to you, this person is an emotional coward. They don't know how to face their shit. They might be, brave in every other aspect of their life, but when it comes to their emotions, they run the fuck away. This is a person that cannot, is unable to, doesn't know how to face themselves. And so again, if this is about another person, a relationship, somebody hurt you here, it just left you out the fuck in the cold. But also too, we've also had loss here. There's something going on, and we haven't been the easiest person to be in relationship with. Does that give the other person the right to like be a piece of shit? No. All right. And there's so much more I feel like that goes into this situation. That's easy for me to say that last part. Okay. But for the most part, does that give somebody the right to act like a turd McNugget? No. All right. No. Real relationships, and whenever we love our person and we're committed to something, and or we give our word here, our heart to someone, it's also a part of that contract that you sit down and you communicate your motherfucking feelings. If you think that you're going to have a relationship without communication, no, that's a one-sided, one-way street. It doesn't work. That's not how two people or two individuals fucking work together, okay? You need communication. And so if this person's unable and willing, it cannot tell the truth or to be honest and to be real, then we need to make an important decision this week. Now, if this is more about you, like, listen, it could have been the same thing. Maybe you made a big fucking mistake here, and with the grief that's rolling around in your life, like maybe you went and you cheated, or you did something fucked up towards another person, and like you feel like you have been outcasted. It's time to face that emotional cowardice. And forgive me, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's important that we know that like we're not being brave in terms of our emotions. So please also know too that you don't have to do this by yourself. Maybe that's a huge part of this as well. And this might even be a trauma response for card pile number 1 here. Push people away, fight with them, fuck with them, tell them mean, fucked up shit so they don't want to come the fuck back around. So that you are always alone. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's the one thing you hate to be is all by yourself, but you don't know how to be in relationship with other people because you can't face your own emotions, and you're also not dealing with the fucking grief that's rolling around in the background. So no wonder you're by yourself. You set this up by design. Are you tired of it? That has to be so fucking lonely. Are you tired? Don't you feel like you deserve to be in relationship with other people that you love, that you respect, that you feel like respect you, that want to talk to you, that want to communicate and tell you their feelings, even the difficult ones, because they trust that you're still going to show up tomorrow? Don't you want to have that feeling about somebody across from you too? So card pile number 2, if I already said card pile number 1, forgive me. I'm in another dimension. Card pile number 2. This week, you're for especially around love and relationships, your homework here, should you choose to accept it, is to sit down and face the ways in which you're grieving right now, the work that you're putting off, and how we can step back up to the plate and be honest with ourselves around the way that we feel and start dealing with this shit. You are not all by yourself. No one is meant to live that way. And I'm sorry for whatever happened here in your childhood, my love. But it's time to look at that parent-child connection, that caretaker connection. Was it positive or negative? And if it was negative, what's our attachment style now? And now that we understand our attachment style, do we understand what the fuck we're doing in these relationships? Also, too, is it on repeat from what we saw and grew up with and experienced, or how a parent treated us? Is there something on repeat here? Are we trying to fix a relationship with a parent or caretaker through our love relationships and friendships? I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so we've got to sit down. We've got to look at this. It's time. And guys, please know, when I give this fucking advice, I am fucking abso-fucking-lutely there with you in the fucking trenches. I literally, tomorrow, I'm actually really excited. I see a therapist regularly, but I'm going back into the EMDR process. I'm really excited. It kind of gets you raw, but like, I guess I want to put it out here. If you guys have heard EMDR or that keeps coming up too with card pile number 2, just please know it's another sign and signal to maybe look into that type of therapy. It's incredible. It's so healing. It's been incredibly beneficial for me, and I'm excited for this next leg of it, because it just means like I'm ready to shed this next layer, right? And so I want to say to you that I understand going into therapy, facing your feelings, facing the way that you feel is absolutely terrifying. But listen to me, if you actually say yes to it and you start doing the work, and like you actually go to the root and you actually talk about what the fuck is going on, not just going in there and spitting bullshit, go in there and literally go to the roots and deal with your fucking shit, you start to see real changes in your life. The way that you treat yourself starts to get better. Like, there's beautiful stuff here, okay? So, around love and relationships, this week, stop pretending like you're all by yourself. You are not. We need to go and find the resources, the help, the support in order to get our shit back together, to deal with our grief and to face our emotions. And or if we're dealing with that from another person this week, what I would suggest is to maybe take a step back, focus on your own healing right now, and when the timing is right, I do feel like we will be coming back together here. We're going to have to talk about this at some point, okay? We're going to need to discuss this. So in the meantime, take care of yourself, do your fucking healing. So when this time frame comes the fuck back around, we can sit down and have a real fucking talk about what the fuck went down, okay? Around career and work, maybe we invested in something, or we told somebody here that we were going to do something, and it just didn't work the fuck out. Or maybe they took our idea and now we're feeling very alone, and it's like, what the fuck? Another interpretation of this could just feel like maybe we felt like we lost our business. Maybe we felt like we lost some business here. Maybe it felt like an employee took some people from our space. Maybe they took some people to a different location, like they literally took from us. Maybe they literally stole money here. Or like maybe they took a group of people with them from our work. Something happened here, and like we were grieving the loss. And there might have been an exit of a couple people here, or a loss of a couple things. Maybe even some projects, some clients, some money. It just has us feeling so fucking alone. We've got to sit down. We've got to do the work. We've got to face ourselves. Because also, too, this wasn't a singular issue, okay? Whatever happened here built up over some time, and we've got to we've either got to start paying more attention, or we need to sit down and face our own shit so that we don't allow this situation to occur again, okay? And what ways did we add to this, and how can we not do that again? All right, forgive me, forgive me. Around health, our grief is literally eating you alive. And it is pushing people away. It is making you fucking sick because you refuse to fucking face it. You cannot run away from your feelings anymore. Your body literally can't handle it anymore. You need to sit down and face your emotions. Your mental health is motherfucking key this week. Can you not see that when you're not doing well, your body is not doing well? And you are not feeling well. And it also tricks your brain into thinking that you're all by yourself, that you're all fucked up, that X, Y, and Z. We need support. We need help this week around our health, and specifically around our mental health, and something here around grief. Okay? So go and get the grief support. Guys, I'm telling you right now, people are so scared sometimes to face their grief because they don't want to cry, or they're afraid if they do, they're going to lose their person and spirit. Oh my God. The crying is not only cathartic, but it also helps get some of the grief off of you. It removes a layer of it so that you can connect with your person more deeply and more powerfully. So don't be afraid of your emotions. Your vulnerability is your power here. Card pile number 2. Okay? Guys, for anything else this week, face your shit. We're at 0 dark 30 here. What is this guiding light that keeps pulling us through, and how can we listen to that and let that guide the way? Not our fears and worries, not the fucked up shit that's been going on, my hopes and my dreams. Let this pull us out of this space so that we can start taking actions to take better care of ourselves so that we can be in relationship with other people. Or if it was the other way around, somebody else is doing that to you, pay attention to the ways in which you fed into this and that you could have done better. We've still got some work here to fucking do. But maybe giving this person or this situation or whatever the fuck the space that it needs in order for it to take care of itself too. In what new ways am I looking forward to healing? In what new ways, or what is this thing that is carrying me through right now? Knowing full well that not only do I have this, that I'm ready to face myself, and that whatever changes I make here are initiated by me. Okay? Card pile number 2, you got this. We just got to do some work. No more sidestepping, no more two-stepping. Sit down and face yourself. You fucking got this. You got this. All right, and finally, card pile number 3. Your first card is the 6 of Swords. Your second card is the 9 of Coins. No, Knight of Coins. Ooh. And then finally, you got the Ace of fucking Cups. Y'all, this is pretty fucking beautiful, no lie. All right. So listen, 6 of Swords, guys. Again, the swords, this is our mental space. I see this card as like, once we have, you got to take a leap of faith with something important to you, but you got to cut the fears and the worries out of it, which is really easy to say, right? But like, you got to take a leap of faith with something important to you. But we cannot let fear, negativity, worry, freak out hold us back anymore. You got to shit or get off the fucking pot is what I feel like with this card, okay? Also, too, this is one of my cards around, like, transportation and traveling. So we might be taking a trip this week. With the addition of the number 6 here, I'm looking towards the month of June, around the 6th of a month. Maybe 6 weeks, 6 days. You get the number 6. This is also having faith and hope and optimism around the future and going forward. There's also a level of forgiveness with this card. Not only for another person, but for ourselves. Also, too, with this, the 6 of Swords, I would say we might be taking like an airplane trip or car ride. If we're getting in the car, make sure that the car is all worked up, the oil's changed, the tires are rotated, make sure the car's looking good. Knight of Coins. This is a court card, so usually it talks about somebody coming on the scene to fuck shit up or to hinder. I find this guy's usually helpful. He's very fucking slow-paced. If you thought water was slow, wait till you get a hold of Earth. Jesus, do they even move? Who knows? It's like molasses in the winter. All right. Step by step, though. But step by step. Fair. All right. With the Knight, this can represent traditionally a male, but the gender, don't worry about it. This can traditionally talk about a younger male showing up here on the scene. This guy could just be younger than you, or he might be maybe worldly. Maybe he's a little more naive than you are. Okay. With the Knight of Coins here. Usually he's bringing an offer. This is going to talk about responsibilities, stability. I say out of all the knights, he's the one I trust the most. All the other knights are a bunch of fuckboy idiots. for the most part. Knight of Wands being the worst, all right? But the Knight of Coins, I think, is probably the most reliable, the most stable. He really wants to be real here with you, and also, to what I'm bringing on offer to you is something I've thought about for a very long time. I know what I'm doing here for the most part. He might be taking a risk, but also, like, this is something very important to him that he's bringing towards you. This might actually be like a money offer, or this might be an opportunity, but this guy brings responsibility and doing the right thing here to the table. He reminds us of that too. So if that's the energy you got to take on with this card, be responsible, be honest, be real, be practical, for fuck's sake. Even if you're just beginning something here, there's no excuse to be a fucking wild idiot. Okay, so think about your actions before you do them. The Knight of Coins here too is also facing towards the right. So there's also a callback. Somebody here with the past, somebody from the past might be coming up. This might be somebody who's been in a relationship for a long time. Or with the Knight of Coins here, this guy might... yeah, just been taking his slow fucking time moving toward... he's sauntering when he should be putting a little pep in that step. All right? And then finally, guys, Ace of Cups. This is fucking gorgeous. This is a yes card with the aces. It also stands for the number 1. So I'm going to be referencing the month of January. I'm looking around the first of a month. 1 week, 1 month. The number 1, you fucking get it. Also, too, with the Ace of Cups, like, this is going to be around our emotions, our intuition, asking us to please fucking trust that space. This is also the card of unconditional love. This is also one of my cards of pregnancy. But it is a new beginning here around our emotions, our feelings, what the fuck is going on with us intuitively and emotionally. Now, with the card combination, we're looking for a yes or no this week. I would definitely say this is a yes, especially if somebody's bringing towards you an offer where we need forgiveness here and to pull back on the love. That's going to be important this week for card pile number 3, okay? I would say this is also a yes, pretty generally, as long as we're investing in the things that we actually give about. And there might be a side note of, like, having to travel for this, or like taking a trip, or like forgiving ourselves for taking so long to do it, or forgiving another person before we come towards this thing. You get the idea, you know. So again, I feel like overall, card pile number 3, it's pretty much a yes, almost all the way around. All right, around love and relationships, the first thing that popped out was, like, we might be traveling to go and meet with somebody here, and talk about the relationships and the responsibility around it that we have both to ourselves and to each other. Maybe there's some kind of forgiveness. Maybe because we're traveling, there's been a period of separation, or maybe like literal, like we're just in 2 different locations. So maybe we're trying to find a middle point here to sit down and talk. I want to say this guy is maybe not as worldly as you. Or maybe he just might be younger than you, or he also might be more immature than you, okay? I would prefer a king or a queen to match you, okay? But this night, again, he's the most trustworthy, and this might be the beginning stages of this relationship where we're just starting to maneuver into this thing, okay? But I do want to tell you, this is real, this is love, all right? And so whatever we're bringing forward, I would trust what he says. He's thought about this a very fucking long time. He or she has thought about it a very long time. Maybe you're the person that might be bringing this offer to somebody else. So just trust in what you're bringing here. Trust in this gift that you're bringing forward. Maybe it's also a gift of your love. Look, for some of you guys this week, this might be a baby. Okay, so listen, if you don't want to get pregnant, or you don't want pregnancy, take the proper precautions. You know what you got to do. For those of you that are looking to get pregnant, this is actually a great indicator. We might have to travel. Maybe we've invested in IVF, or maybe we're traveling to go see a surrogate. Maybe we're looking at adopting, or again for that IVF. But we're investing in this and it feels right, and it's like the right timing. So maybe in June we're going for this trip, or we got to travel for this, okay? But overall, this feels really fucking beautiful and good to me. But yeah, if you don't want a baby, I mean, dude, fuck, you got to take care of yourself. Don't be a dumb bubblegum. All right? Anything else for love and relationships? I don't know, this just feels really good to me. This actually feels light and airy. Or if somebody invites you here to go meet up with them, again, if we haven't talked in a while, whatever the fuck's going on here, whatever the separation is with the 6 of Swords, go and meet with that person. I trust them. I feel like they've had some time to think about stuff, be responsible, be honest, and they're going to talk about their feelings. Okay, this is either you or another person coming towards you with this. Now, this is more like the energy you got to take on. Yeah, express your feelings. Don't be stupid, okay? Be honest with yourself. Be honest. And don't be afraid to forgive another person or yourself. Have optimism around this and what the fuck you're bringing to somebody else. I feel like this is real and true in your heart. Maybe this is the first time you're kind of stepping into this, and this feels scary, but you're trying to do the right thing. Well fucking done, okay? This is around career and work. Ooh, somebody might be coming with an offer here to you, and you might have to travel for this work. This feels like it's really good, and it's going to be a yes. Maybe also, too, if we're waiting to hear about an offer coming in from somebody else about a project, a work, a promotion, anything like that, this should be a yes this week. And again, there might be a need here to travel. Forgive yourself for taking so long to do this thing. Forgive another person for taking so goddamn long to make it happen. But just having faith, hope, and optimism around this thing coming through, all right? So have hope this week, card pile number 3. Shit. This is really good. Anything else around career and work? Yeah, this is the energy that you got to take on. Make sure that we're only investing in the things that we love. And also, too, you're going to know that this something is really big. We might be taking a big risk here by going after this project or investing in this thing, but it's something that you fucking love. I'm begging you fucking do it. Especially if this is starting your own business. Please do the thing. Especially if it's got a creative bent here. Please do the fucking thing. We've talked about it long enough. All right. Forgive yourself for taking so long to do it and fucking do it. All right. For our health this week, we might have to travel and invest in maybe a good psychologist or therapist. They're going to help us get a better grasp on the past, maybe around our childhood. Maybe we've actually lost a child here. And so getting support on that, and we might be able to try again. But we've got to deal with our feelings here, okay? Work through the grief. Please, I'm begging you, all right? And please forgive yourself, my God. If that resonated for somebody, please forgive yourself, okay? Whatever the circumstances were here around the passing of a child, if that applies for somebody, like, please, my God, sit down and forgive yourself or ask for the support and help this week to work through this. I'm begging you. Forgiveness is desperately needed in this situation, and I feel like it's for you. Okay? So hear me. Please forgive yourself. Get a good psychologist, therapist, grief counselor, somebody here to support you through that process. Health-wise. I also feel like might be a weird emphasis on the eyes this week. We might have to get a new pair of glasses, or there's something here around clarity, or maybe we're removing cataracts. Or we're doing something here, but we might have to travel again to go do that. Go get it fucking done. Invest in it. It's well worth it. Whatever we want to do here also too this week around health, going more natural, eating more fruits, veggies, you get the jam. This is very highly auspicious for you this week to fucking do that. This would be a great time to initiate that, start that, an exercise regimen, eating better, taking care of our health. Fuck yes. Please invest in it. It's going to pay back a millionfold, especially with the side here. If you're trying to get pregnant again, make sure that you're exercising, eating good food, supporting that so that your body can be like, fuck yeah, let's have this kid. Okay. For anything else, maybe taking a trip this week might give us a chance to go back to the past and look at things responsibly, understand where our love was placed somewhere where maybe it didn't make sense, and maybe where we got to place it where we truly want it to be. Maybe too, like a trip here helps us to get like our financials back together so that we can do what the fuck we love to do. Or finally here with card pile number 3, with this combination, maybe here there's something about like, maybe we're traveling to go see, okay, hold on. Maybe we might have to travel for one of our kids this week. We might be investing, or maybe we're taking them to look at colleges or schools, maybe education somewhere. And so this might be like a huge thing this week. And maybe also too, we have a talk around like forgiveness or being good with each other before they embark in like this next journey of the work that they're doing. Maybe they're going to college again, another school. We might have to travel for it, but we're just taking them around. This is gonna be really good. Okay. It's gonna be really good. Have a real talk with your kid and be honest with them and say your feelings. This is actually gonna bring you guys closer. Okay. Guys, for anything else this week, like I say every fucking week, fucking trust yourself. And wherever we can be responsible and practical and grounded is going to be a huge good thing for us this week, aiming towards that responsibility of what we're investing in around the things that we love and that we care about. Also, too, if our intuition is telling us to take a fucking trip, take a fucking trip. Take a break, take care of yourself. Or there might be some forgiveness work on the table this week. Again, sit down, face it. All it's doing is helping free you. Are you really worried about being free? I thought that's something that you wanted. Okay? So if you really want freedom, do the work towards it, especially if you got stuff holding you back. You got this. All right, you guys. I hope to God any and all of that made sense. Let me know how your card piles were for you guys. Any and all feedback helps me to grow. Thank you guys every fucking week and always for trusting me. I love you guys. Thank you for the joy. Thank you for the honor. And thank you most importantly for motherfucking trusting me. I love you guys and I'll see you out there soon, okay? All right, guys. Bye.